Disrespectful children. When a child is standing in front of your face, screaming, full of attitude, I know you want to shout back and probably even hit them. And that's natural. You are human too, and they just activated an instinctual reaction in you to protect yourself. So obviously, it would be best if you did not yell back or hit. Disrespectful children will push our buttons, but when we match their crazy with our frustrations and screaming and anger, it only adds to the fuel of that child or teen bomb that's standing right in front of you. So then how do we react to these disrespectful children? It's not easy, but these 10 tips today, when implemented, may defuse a heated situation and even change that disrespectful child. So, disrespectful children, tip number 1, keep calm. I know this isn't easy, and restraint is not exactly many people's strength, but you have to stay calm because parents that explode back and are not only fueling the fire, but they're also reinforcing the yelling and the bad behavior by becoming a role model. Disrespectful children, tip number 2, do not engage. I tell my children that I cannot hear anything they have to say when they are talking to me like this or acting this way. If they want me to listen and be on their side, they need to speak to me calmly. Telling your child this does 2 things. It shows that you have boundaries, and it also points out their behavior to them without pointing fingers. Disrespectful children, tip number 3, do not lecture. When your child is at that yelling phase, their emotions already have gotten the best of them. These children are not thinking with their logical brain. They are acting upon their feelings. And a lecture at that moment will not give a child an epiphany about the value of respecting their elders, nor will they see the error of their ways when their emotions are that high. Disrespectful children, tip number 4. Give them time to cool off. Tell them to go to their room, tell them to go for a walk, sit outside, whatever place will calm them down. Disrespectful children, tip number 5. Connect with your child when they are ready. This means going to them after they have calmed down, or make time for them when they have come back to you more calmly. Disrespectful children, tip number 6. Ask lots of questions. Start getting to the reason for all those emotions. Say things like, it seems to me like you're having a bad day or you're angry. Did something happen at school? And then keep asking questions until you get to the root of all their frustrations. Are they scared? Are they mad? Are they frustrated? Worried? Maybe they feel like they don't have control of something. Which brings me to tip number 7. So, disrespectful children, tip number 7. Do not take it personally. Teenagers are mean, and they do this unintentionally. It's actually a part of their nature to think only of themselves and take out their frustrations and big emotions, on you, the parent. Mom and dad are supposed to be a safe space for them. Parents are supposed to love their kids unconditionally. And unfortunately, this also means that we could be punching bags from time to time. Our children will test our love often. Even the nicest kids will do this subconsciously. So win this game. Disrespectful children, tip number 8. Check for low blood sugar and hunger, because sometimes kids are just hangry and they have sensitive diets. Disrespectful children, tip number 9. Do not try and force your child to respect you. Forcing your child to do anything generally is not a good idea. They may comply as younger children, but older children will come to resent you, and they will know exactly how to push your buttons later. So instead, set a standard for respect and behaviors that are implemented rules in your household for everyone. Disrespectful children, tip number 10. You cannot teach your child to be respectful by treating them without respect. That means you must be conscious of how you treat your children and then lead by example. A mistake that many parents make is treating their children like servants or babies or just as an inferior person. So try not to talk down to your children or boss them around. There are ways to ask people to do things that do not require you to be bossy. If this video was helpful for you, please push the like button down below and subscribe to The Impactful Parent.